In this video, I'll show you how to create a professional lead magnet ebook using AI completely for free. You'll learn how to generate a lead magnet idea, create a structured outline, write the full content, and add a call to action that directs readers to your website or resource. I'll also show you how to create an ebook cover using AI and format your document so it looks clean and professional. Plus, I'll give you all the prompts to use in the video so you can follow along and create your own lead magnet from start to finish. Are you ready? Let's get started. Before we start, let's quickly define what a lead magnet is. A lead magnet is simply a free resource that people download, usually in exchange for their email. It helps you build an audience and grow your email list. And one of the most common types of lead magnets is a short ebook, which is exactly what we'll create in this video. Now, what makes a good lead magnet? A good lead magnet should solve one specific problem, be quick to read, and give a fast result. It should also be simple and practical, something people can actually use right away. And that's exactly what we'll be creating here. So let's get started. To make this process fast, I prepared a set of prompts that will help us create this lead magnet from start to finish. You can access these prompts using the link in the description for free. You can edit these prompts if you like, they're all yours. So here's what we'll be using. Prompt 1, this will generate lead magnet ideas. Prompt 2, this creates us a structured outline including call to action. Prompt 3, this writes the full content section by section. And prompt 4, this generates ebook cover ideas. I will show you how you can generate nice ebook covers with AI for free. Now let's start with the first prompt. So the first thing we want to do is to generate some lead magnet ideas. This prompt is designed to create multiple lead magnet options based on your niche. These yellow placeholders represent your input. This is where you have to type something in. So here you just enter your niche. This can be online business, productivity, marketing, or pretty much any niche you're working in. The more specific with your niche you are, the better it is. In my case, I'm going for time management. We will ask to generate 15 lead magnet ideas. Each idea should include lead magnet title, target audience, and problem being solved. So I copy this prompt and simply paste it into ChatGPT and click run. So ChatGPT has generated 15 lead magnet ideas. Each idea is designed to solve a clear beginner problem, promise a specific result, and be simple enough to turn into a short downloadable guide. And that's exactly what makes a strong lead magnet, alright? So you can go through all these and pick the one that best matches your niche. In my case, I'm going for this specific lead magnet idea. We'll use this idea to create the rest of our lead magnet. So now that we have it, let's move on to the next prompt and create our outline. Here is our ebook outline prompt. This will take our idea and turn into a step-by-step guide structure. Here we start by pasting the output that ChatGPT just gave us. So as for the lead magnet title, here it is. We paste it here. The 5-day digital declutter plan for your time. The target audience will be people overwhelmed by emails, apps, and notifications. And the specific problem being solved is this guide reduces digital noise that wastes time daily. Now, every good lead magnet should have call to action at the end, telling the readers what's the next step they should take after having a read of your book. So that can be visit your website, join your email list, or download a resource. In our case, we'll do visit our website. So we leave only that. And as for the website URL, you can put your website. I'll do something like productivity101.com. I just made this up. Again, we copied this entire prompt, paste into ChatGPT, and run it again. So now we have a structured outline with clear sections, word counts, and call to action page at the end. This makes it much easier to write the content because everything is already organized for us. So each section represents each day. That makes sense. And here's the call to action page, just like we asked. Now, what I recommend is to open a separate Google document and paste your outline there. It's because you will need to reference back to it as you write your book. In this way, it's just more convenient to keep it like that. So now that the outline is ready, let's move on to the next prompt and start writing the content. Here's our content writing prompt, but before we start, I want to point out that writing all this content from scratch can still take some time, especially formatting and designing your book till it looks really good. So if you don't want to do it all by yourself, there's a faster option you may want to consider. Platforms like Entrepedia provide ready-made ebooks and lead magnets that you can download, customize, and use as your own immediately. They have plenty of products and topics available, especially in areas like online business, marketing, productivity, and entrepreneurship. You can create a free account and download one product for free using my link in the description. And if you're in a niche like personal development, coaching, or relationships, then PLR.me could be a better option for that. These guys also have plenty of high quality done for you lead magnets that you can can customize and use like yours. And with my link, you can start with free credits and download a few lead magnets for free from this website as well. But if you prefer to create your own content, let's continue with the video. So this third prompt will generate the full lead magnet content for us, but we'll do it section by section. This helps us keep everything organized and makes it easier to control the output. In this prompt, we don't have to write anything. We just simply copy that and paste it into ChatGPT. By default, it's instructed to start with the introduction, so it's gonna do that. So here we have our introduction written. As you can see, the content is dynamic, well structured, and easy to read. This is exactly how we asked it to be in our prompt. So what we do here, we copy the introduction and paste it into our fresh new Google document. Here we go. So that's our first section done. Now what we have to do for our next section is to get back to our outline document, find a section that goes after introduction. Here it is. We take this entire section and simply paste it into ChatGPT so it writes our content. So here it is. This is our another section. So far this ebook looks really nice, easy to read, has bullet points. It even created us a checklist with some examples. We also have quick reflection questions. Users basically can print this out and use this lead magnet as an exercise. So it's really great stuff over here. Lovely. We copy this section and paste it right to our lead magnet document. That's it. So as for another section, you repeat the same process. You copy the next section from your outline, paste it to ChatGPT, and it will write the content for you. All right. Now I'm not going to make you watch me generate every single section. I'll just complete what's remaining for my ebook and back to you once I'm done. So ChatGPT has generated my entire ebook's content from start to finish. I really like it. This is really good content that could be used as a lead magnet. Now this is a good time to proofread your document and make any changes to the text if needed. You can also check if everything pasted correctly and make sure there are no unnecessary gaps between the lines and paragraphs. A quick feature you can use here is show non-printing characters. This helps you see invisible spacing between the lines. You enable it, go to View and check show non-printing characters. Now if we create a blank line, you can see this symbol appears, and this is what we don't want to have in our book. So use this feature and go through your document to make sure everything looks clean. The other thing we want to check is whether our headings and subheadings are formatted correctly. So if we click on this heading, for example, on the top left, we can see it uses H1 tag. And if we click on any subheading, we can see it's using H2 tag. And this is exactly how we asked ChatGPT to write the document. That's perfect. This heading formatting is important, especially if you want to use table of contents, which helps navigate your book. Even here on the left sidebar in Google Docs, we can see the document outline and click through to easily navigate through our ebook sections. And that's possible because our headings are formatted correctly. Now that everything looks good, it's time to format our ebook and turn this into a professional asset that we can deliver to our readers. This part doesn't take very long, but it makes your ebook look much more professional. We are going to do several quick formatting steps here. We're going to add page breaks between sections, change heading styles or text font globally, insert a table of contents, add a few images, add page numbers, and lastly, we will generate our ebook cover with AI and add it at the beginning of our book. Now, before we start doing all this manual formatting, I just want to quickly mention something. Formatting ebooks manually can take a lot of time, especially if you want everything to look really clean and consistent. So if you want to speed up this process, you can use a tool called Designer. This is a really good tool that I use to speed up the ebook creation process, especially when it comes to formatting and designing your book. It comes with ready-made templates so you can turn your content into nicely formatted ebook much faster. This tool currently has a lifetime deal for only $27 one-time payment, and it works really well for lead magnets, especially if you plan to create more than one. I'll leave a link to this tool in the description, and if you want to see exactly how I create ebooks with Designer, I'll also made a separate tutorial which you'll find linked below. But in this video, we are going to format this document manually, step by step, and let's start by adding the page breaks. So in case you don't know, page break is something that forces a section of your book to start on a new page. So for example, to make our book professional, we want each chapter, each section to start on a new page. So what we do, we place the cursor just before our new section starts, then we go to Insert, Break, and click on Page Break. Now you see it automatically forces our new chapter start on a new page, and we do the same for each of our chapters or sections, however you want to call it. Here's another one. We place the mouse cursor just before it starts, go to insert, break, and page break, and you do the same for the rest of your sections. So now that we have added our page breaks, the next thing we want to do is to style our text a little bit. This is completely optional, but you can do this very quickly, and I'll show you how in a second. So for example, let's say you want your H1 headings, the main section headings, use a different font other than Arial. Let's say you want them to use something like Monster Out Bold. So instead of going through the document, changing the heading one by one and wasting time, what we can do, we can change all of these headings globally with few clicks. So now once we have our new version highlighted, we go to the styling tab over here, go to heading 1 and click on update heading 1 to match. And now we can see that all of our main section headings are updated to our new font. Same applies to the font size or color. Let's say we want to have it in blue color. We change it to blue, go to the styling tab, heading 1 and click on update heading 1 to match. Now all of our main section headings are coming in blue color. Now let's say I want to make this body text slightly bigger and make it easier to read, especially on the mobile devices. What I can do, I can highlight a small bit of body text, increase its size to something like 13, head over to the styling tab. We see it's using a normal text as it should be. Head over here and update normal text to match. Now we can see our entire body text size is set to 13 pixels. So these are a few small tips and tricks that can save you a ton of time while styling your book. I'm pretty happy how it all looks so far. So now I go ahead and insert table of contents, which is definitely a professional way to present our lead magnet. Table of contents goes at the beginning of our book, just in between the cover page and the content. So to create a new page above, again I go over to insert, break, page break. This page at the top is going to be our table of content page. Creating table of contents is very easy. You go to insert, page elements, table of contents, and we have 3 styles to choose from. We have plain text, dotted, and links. I'll do a dotted one. Here it is, lovely, and this table of contents is hyperlinked, so once we export it in PDF, we can click through and jump to the appropriate section immediately. One important thing is if you decide to change any of these headings in your ebook after you create the table of contents, you must go back here and update your table of contents, otherwise it's going to display the old versions of your headings. So let's say you change this heading, for example, you write something else, then what you have to do is come back here and click this refresh button, which says update table of contents. So our table of contents is done. Next thing we want to do is add a few images to make the document look nicer to read. So what I'll do, I have prepared several images in advance. I'll add one image in every second section. You can add it in every single section if you like. My ebook is short, so I think 3 images will be enough for me. If you don't know where to get images from, you can use the royalty-free image sites such as Pexels.com, Unsplash.com, or Pixabay. To add a new image anywhere in your book, simply click enter to create a blank line. Head over to insert, image, upload from computer. Here are the images I prepared. I put one here. I'll do one here as well. And here too. Here it is. So our ebook is looking way better so far, almost done. To make it look even more professional, I feel we should add page numbers, and it's very easy. For that, we go to insert, we find page elements at the bottom, head over to page numbers, and here we can choose from several styles. I'll do right bottom. So now we can see that we have our page number set. Our ebook looks professional so far. You can take your time and play with styling a little longer, but in this tutorial I'll move on and do the last bit, which is our ebook cover. As for the ebook cover, we'll use prompt 4, which will help us generate multiple cover ideas. Here in this prompt, we have to provide 3 things. Our ebook title, in our case, this is the one. Subtitle, we are not using any subtitles, so I'll get rid of that. And the author name, I'll just use my name. Here we go. Next, what we have to do is to choose our preferred style. I'll just do business professional. I'll keep that, and we can also choose a dominant color for our cover. If you're not sure, just leave them all, or at least a couple of them, but I'll just leave blue color. I want this to dominate my ebook cover. Now we copy this prompt and paste it into ChatGPT. Now, the reason I'm asking for 4 different versions is because we don't want a single idea. We want several completely different variations that we can test. This way we can put these prompts into an AI image generator and we get multiple different cover styles, not just one. And this makes it much easier to compare the designs and pick the one that looks really the best. Now let's take these prompts and generate some ebook covers. Now there are plenty of AI image generators available out there, but one thing you may notice is that many of them distort the text, especially when you try to generate ebook covers. I found that the Ideogram handles text very well, which makes it a very good option for ebook covers. And the good news, Ideogram has a free plan. The free plan gives you 10 slow image generations per week, which is usually enough to create a few ebook covers. So now what I'll do, I copy and paste each of these AI cover prompt versions to Ideogram. But before running our prompt, very important thing is to make sure that our aspect ratio is set to be correct. As for the ebook covers, the closest we can get is 4:5. So this is what I recommend you to choose. And once we are set, we simply run the prompt. And while it's loading, on the meantime, I'll also paste my other prompt variations. Here it is. There's another one. If you're using a free plan, you'll probably have to wait a little bit. I do have a pro version, so I can do it all at once. So here it is. Ideogram has generated us several ebook cover variations, and that's what I meant, guys. As you can see, the text shows up neat and clean. There are no weird characters. Lovely ebook covers in blue color, just like we asked. Now already I'm confused. Which one is looking best? Is it this one, or that one? I think this one looks really cool. I'll go ahead and download this. Now to add the image, we just download it as our ebook cover. It's very simple, but can also be pretty tricky, so pay attention here. We locate our top page of our document. This is gonna be our first page, a cover page. We head over to Insert, Image, Upload from the computer. We find the image we have just created. We drop it here. What we do next, we click on it, and here below you will see image layout options. Make sure to select Wrap Text and then set margins to 0. This step is important, otherwise Google Docs will keep small white spaces around the image and you won't be able to drag it to fully cover your page. That can be very annoying. And the rest is simple now. We just drag the corners of the image to cover the entire page. There as well. Now we have a full page cover. And this is what makes your lead magnet look like a real ebook. Looks much better now. Now the last thing that we want to do is to download this document as PDF so the readers can access this document conveniently, either to read it or print it. So we go over to File, click on Download and choose PDF document. So here is our book looking just like that. Here's table of contents. These are clickable elements, so once we click, it jumps right to the section for us. That's great. Looking fresh and clean. Of course, you could take more time to make this look even better. I'm just showing you guys how quickly you can create ready to use lead magnet in no time. Now, if you want to present your lead magnet more nicely, you may also want to create cover mockups. I made a separate video showing how to do that with AI for free and easily. You will find that video linked in the description, and you'll also find other useful ebook creation tutorials there, covering different ways to create and format your books. In the description, you will also find all the prompts used in this video, so you can edit them, copy and use them for yourself. Also, if you don't want to create everything from scratch, you can check out Entrepedia, where you can download ready-made lead magnets and ebooks and use them like yours. With my link, you can create a free account and download one product for free, so make sure to take advantage of that. And if you want to format your ebook quickly, you can use tools like Designer. This is the tool I use to speed up the ebook creation process, especially when it comes to formatting and designing your book. All the links mentioned are in the description below. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials like this. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you on the next video.